Tape script 8.22.1.
Hi Vati, are you and your family going to your home village for Pchum Ben?
Hi Hiền. No, when I was younger, we used to go for a whole week. Now, we work at the restaurant the entire holiday.
Yeah, us too. I used to look forward to going and seeing my cousins. Now we only go for one day to attend the Pchum Ben ceremony.
I know, I used to have my grandmother make nôm ăn xóm and nôm cơm. It was great fun. Now we are very busy at the restaurant, especially on Pchum Ben Day. We only have time to go to the early morning ceremony. Before my parents owned the Chinese restaurant, they used to do catering for parties and we had time to go to 2 or 3 pagodas. Now my mom works late into the night making nôm ăn xóm for customers and she is very tired when she finishes. But we go in the early morning and make an offering. Did you used to visit other pagodas?
Yes, it was something my grandmother insisted that we do. She complains about how the celebration is changing. She says when she was young, families didn't used to work during the holiday because businesses would close. Now she says people have to make a choice between pleasing their bosses and pleasing their ancestors.
End of tape script 8.22.1. Tape script 8.22.2.
A. Pchum used to watch lots of movies. She reads novels now. B. We used to go to Siem Reap for holiday. We don't go there anymore. We prefer Cape now. C. Thierry and I used to play volleyball. He still plays sometimes, but I don't play anymore. D. Agra used to weigh a lot. He doesn't anymore. He lost a lot of weight. E. I used to play the guitar. I saw it a year ago and bought a saxophone.
End of tape script 8.22.2. Tape script 8.22.3.
Pchum Ben is a holiday in Cambodia which is celebrated to remember our deceased ancestors. The Pchum Ben festival is on the 15th day of the 10th month in the Khmer calendar. When I was a younger man, I didn't used to celebrate it as much as I do now. When I was a child, I used to be lazy and like sleeping late. During Pchum Ben, my family would go to the early morning ceremony at the pagoda to throw sticky rice ball, offering for the evil spirits, and I used to stay in bed to sleep. After high school, I moved to Phoussat province. My wife and I used to travel back to my home village in Svay Rieng for Pchum Ben every year. Now I don't like to travel such a long way for such a short time. My family and I now stay home during the holiday. We didn't used to visit the local pagodas because we would travel to Svay Rieng instead. Then, for many years, we didn't make any offerings to our ancestors because they were so far away. A few years ago, my wife took me to a kanban at a local pagoda and I enjoyed myself. I really liked the head monk. As a young man, I didn't used to take the ceremony seriously. I used to pretend I was interested. Now I am interested because I really like a new tradition he has started among his local community. He said that people used to throw rice balls and it made the pagoda compound dirty. He also said that younger people used to play around, not being serious about the ceremony. He decided to only have the rice thrown into a basket, which was then blessed by monks. Then a small bit of rice is thrown on the ground as an offering to be received by the spirits. They offer the rest of the rice to the poor families in the community. By offering the rice to the poor, people are earning more merit by helping those who are not as well off. I didn't used to participate in my community much. Now I sponsor a kanban each year and feel very happy when I do it.
End of tape script 8.22.3. Tape script 8.22.4.
A. Did you used to be afraid of the dark? B. I used to be afraid of the dark. C. I didn't used to be afraid of the dark.
End of tape script 8.22.4. Tape script 8.22.5.
1. I used to love exercising in the evening, but now I'm too tired. 2. I used to sit in my grandmother's kitchen and watch her cook. 3. I used to be quite fat. Then I went on a diet and lost 10 kilos. 4. Makra used to be one of the rowdiest boys in the class, but he's much better now. 5. We didn't used to have a dog when I was younger. 6. Did you used to spend your holidays in Kampong Saum?
End of tape script 8.22.5. Tape script 8.23.1.
Hi, Arani. What are you reading?
I'm reading about Cambodia's Independence Day. Did you know Cambodia used to be a protectorate of France? My book says many French people used to live here.
Yes, the history of Cambodia's independence from France is learned by all students in primary school. The country was ruled by France for 90 years. Independence was gained in 1953.
Oh, that's why Independence Day is celebrated on November 9th.
Correct. Every year in Phnom Penh, a ceremony is performed at Independence Monument to commemorate our freedom. The ceremonial flame is lit by the king to start our national celebration.
I saw that once. I was flying to the river and the area was crowded with a lot of school children. They were holding photographs of the King Father. I remember the streets and the buildings were decorated with the national flag.
A big parade is held in front of the royal palace after that. White pigeons and balloons are released to symbolize our freedom. At night, fireworks are set off for the people too.
That's what those noises were. I was frightened when the loud booms and bright lights started flashing. I flew far away and hid in a tree for the rest of the night.
End of tape script 8.23.1. Tape script 8.23.2.
A. An agreement was signed by King Norodom in 1863 with France to create a protectorate over the kingdom. B. Cambodia was included in the Indo-Chinese Union in 1887. C. Cambodia was given self-rule in 1946. D. Prince Norodom Sihanouk was chosen as king on 9 November 1953. E. Cambodia was called the Kingdom of Cambodia from 1953 to 1970. F. King Father Norodom Sihanouk is thought of as the father of Cambodian independence.
End of tape script 8.23.2. Tape script 8.24.1.
Hey Hieng, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
I went to the water festival celebration in Phnom Penh. My uncle is a member of his village's boat racing team. They earned the chance to represent their village in Phnom Penh because they had won their local boat race.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
Had you ever gone to the water festival before?
No, I hadn't ever gone to the festival in Phnom Penh. I have been to the water festival in Siem Reap several times. There were so many people that had come to celebrate with their team that some people were saying the city's population had increased to 2 times its size. It was difficult to move along the riverside.
Did your uncle's team race well?
At the start of the boat races, his team had been the team to beat. By the end of the second day, they were in the 3rd place. Then something happened that had given them the motivation to race harder in the finals. Before they started rowing back up the river, the king had stood up and had clapped for them. They decided that they were going to be winners no matter what happened the next day.
Did they win?
No, they didn't. They lost to the team that had beaten them in the race trials the day before. They were very excited that they had won 2nd place though.
End of tape script 8.24.1. Tape script 8.24.2.
1. They earned the chance to represent their village in Phnom Penh because they had won their local boat race. 2. Some people were saying the city's population had increased to 2 times its size. 3. At the start of the boat races, his team had been the team to beat. 4. The king had stood up and had clapped for them. 5. They lost to the team that had beaten them in the race trials the day before.
End of tape script 8.24.2. Tape script 8.24.3.
1. By yesterday at 1 p.m., he had been to the market, the cinema and the park to play football. 2. I hadn't drunk a glass of water until 10 a.m. this morning. 3. Sampho had bought a new skirt for the party. 4. Makara hadn't started his homework until 10 p.m. 5. Wana had lost his motorbike key and had to walk to school. 6. Before Nimol went to school, she had eaten breakfast.
End of tape script 8.24.3. Tape script 9.26.3. 1. If the farmers stopped using fertilizer, the water would be cleaner. 2. If the world's governments enforced anti-pollution laws on businesses, the water would be a lot cleaner. 3. If big businesses stopped polluting the air, rivers and lakes wouldn't be as polluted as they are today. 4. If the government invested more money in treatment plants, raw sewage wouldn't be pumped into our lakes. 5. If we had more treatment plants, the water would be a lot cleaner. 6. If the water here was cleaner, we would be able to go swimming. End of tape script 9.26.3. Tape script 9.26.4.
1. If I flew to the lake where he lived, we would meet and fall in love. 2. If we met and fell in love, we would be married in the church near the lake. 3. If we were married in the church near the lake, all of our family and friends would attend. 4. If all of our family and friends attended the weddings, we would have a fantastic time. 5. If we were married, we would have lots of children. 6. If we had lots of children, we would need a very big home. 7. If we had a very big home, our families would visit on weekends. 8. If our families visited on weekends, they would take care of the children while we went on dates together.
End of tape script 9.26.4.